Oluwafemi Peter by name. I'll be sharing my true life experience in respect to Buni Foundation at Brekete family, being the biggest family in the world. So it happens in the year 2021. Then I was in my final year at Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. So I signed out in August. Then I proceed to Lagos State in order to work and get enough money for my final year clearance and preparation for my service year. So I ventured into POS business at Abraham Adesanya in Aja. I started early September. So towards the ending of September, the manager of there was a particular logistic company behind my shop at Abraham Adesanya called Libra. So the manager of this company walked up to me and said they would love me to extend my business by coming very early and attend to their customer, because most of the customers do have difficulty in making transfer very early in the morning, so that I will be giving them cash, which I said okay, I'll be coming. So I started working with this particular company and I've been doing it for 3 months. So in September, a guy walked up to me from this company and said he wants to withdraw 100,000. At that particular time, I now have up to 100,000 naira cash at hand, which I told him that I can only give him 70. And he said okay. So and I told him he will express patience, that until I receive the alert, that's when I will give him the cash. He said no problem. The guy was putting on jalabia. So I made the transfer, I received the alert, and I gave him the 70,000 naira cash. So I made another 30,000 naira transfer from my own personal account to this same account, and I went to the nearest ATM so that I will withdraw and continue with my business that morning. So on getting to the ATM, I discovered that my account has been restricted. I started asking people, and they said I should wait till the following day, which is Monday, that I should enter the bank and complain. So I went to the bank the following Monday, and the bank said my account has been restricted, that there was a fraudulent transaction inside this bank. So I told them there was only 2 transactions, the first one 70 and the other 30, which I did myself. So they said the 70 was fraudulent, that I have to present the person that made the transfer to me. How will I get this guy? I went to this company, I tried my possibilities. So they said they were not able to trace this guy. So there's no means. I still went to the same bank on Thursday, Friday. They said no, that the only miss is me presenting this guy. That's when they can work on the account. So I told people, we just said that's how bank always do, that I should just try and get another source and continue with my business. So I searched for fund and I continued my business. So it was now in November, I just received a strange call on my phone, and they said, is that Oluwafemi? I said yes. They said they were already at my shop, they want to withdraw, that I'm not there. I said I'm presently in my shop. I was even describing my shop to them, and they said okay, now they can see me. So I just saw these men coming out of police Ilios. They were SARS. So I even thought they want to withdraw from me actually. So that's how they said I'm under arrest. What did I do? Before I asked any question, they started beating me. So as they were beating me, people around me now gathered and said, why will you be beating him? What has he done? So they said I was involved in a fraudulent transaction. I said I'm not involved in any fraudulent transaction. So because I've been telling people, so people now call my attention that was it not that 70,000 that I've been seeing? And I said yes, it can only be that 70,000 that I've been telling. And I said that okay, when I get to the station, I will explain myself. So on our way going, one of the policemen said I should narrate the whole story, which I did. Then they said, truly, as they can deduce from this incident, that I'm innocent, but I made mistake, that unable to present this guy is a great issue now. So they now said they will try, and if there's any miss which they can help me. So there was one policeman among them. That one was the IPO of this case. They used to call him headmaster. He now started bragging that no, that he will make sure he escorts me to that gate of prison, that he will make sure I'm jailed, that I'm one of them. He's the one in charge of the case. So other policemen, they are trying to caution him that you don't say this, that this guy is innocent. He said no, that I'm going to prison, that he will make sure he escorts me to that gate of prison. So it was late at night before we could get to that police headquarters, area F in Lagos. So at that night, he said he will go and put me inside straight. So the other policeman now said no, that I should make sure he take my statement that night. So this headmaster took me to his office, and he said there is a rules and regulation in writing statement, that I will be writing whatever he sees. So he was now telling me that I was a cool priest, that I went with this guy to rob the girls. Then and I asked him that I did not know the girl we are talking about. I did not know the guy. That can you please describe the whole story to me so that I will know how to put the statement down. So he now explained that a guy went to a guest house and robbed her. So he took her money, he collected her phone and her transaction pin. It was now this phone that I used to make transfer to my own account. So he now said, okay, that I should be writing that I'm a complice, that we went together. So I pretended as if I was writing to according to his word. So after writing, now collected the statement and read. Then he discovered that I did not even write anything he has said. So that's how he started beating me again, but I had no choice. Now took me to the cell that night and told the marshal that the marshal should make sure he beat me very well, that I'm very stubborn. But because it was late at night, the marshal was already sleeping. He now said I should just sit down, that the following morning he will attend to my case. So very early in the morning, my people around my working area, they started coming, and even my family. So they started coming and they are bringing food and money, pleading with the policemen. So the policemen will bring food to my cell. So because the marshal, they were giving him my food and he was eating, then he created special interest in me and give me a separate speech that I should just stay, and he said I should narrate the whole story, which I did. So all of them even pray for me that if truly I'm innocent, that God will save me, that I should just be praying, which I was doing. So I used 4 days inside this cell. On the 4th day, on the 3rd day rather, the policeman that was trying to convince headmaster inside that police areas now walked to me and said he has tried all his possible best to help me, but since headmaster is not ready to help, that he now suggests a possible way, that is the only way, that he will try and talk to his boss if they can invite this lady in question, that is the lady that can save me, that my fate lies in the hands of this lady. So I said they should invite the lady. So I keep on praying that God should just speak to this lady, that is this lady that can determine either I will go to prison or not. So they invited this lady. So this lady, on seeing me, started saying that I'm an innocent guy, that I'm innocent, that they should leave me, that I'm a small boy, that why would they take me for such crime, that I'm innocent. That so the headmaster was trying to convince the lady that maybe the guy said there's a particular boy waiting for him outside, that I'm the one. So this lady said no, that even seeing the guy that robbed her, he can describe vividly, that I'm not the one, that they are just accusing me falsely, that I'm not the one, that she's not part of it, and this lady is an Igbo girl. So it was the headmaster, that is even Yoruba man, my own tribe, was trying to convince this lady again that I'm part, that the girl should try and remember very well. So this lady was telling me that, was telling headmaster that no, that I'm not part, that he can describe the guy, that they should try and find the guy, that I'm innocent, that he release me. Then because this headmaster has been bragging that he will escort me to that gate of prison, that if he did not escort me, I should call him fool. Then he now said for my family to pay me, that they will have to pay 300,000. Before, that's how my family now started sorting for money and making calls. So at the end, we pay above 400. They collected above 400 before I was paid. So I collected this headmaster's phone number because my account was still restricted. So this September, early this month, I still call him. Maybe they were able to capture this guy and maybe I can have access to my money. He now said that the lady in question, about concerning this case, that the lady has forgotten the case, that she's not coming again, and they were unable to arrest this guy, that I should just move on, that I should just forget my money inside that account, that my money is gone. So it was just this lady that saved my life and granted me freedom till date. Hadn't been this lady just said there is a sense of resemblance, or this lady was trying to just satisfy herself about this case, that maybe anybody they capture, either innocent or not, is going to prison. That's how I will be sentenced to prison till date. But I just want to share it because it was even an Igbo girl. This lady was an Igbo girl. She was the one that saved me. That's why I'm sharing it at Buni Foundation, because if not for this girl, today I don't know. I don't just know where I will be. So that's why I'm just sharing this. It's just as testimony for saving my life, because if not, I would rather be in prison by now. Thanks.